you doing, other nerds? I'm the AC. It's been a long awards week, I tell you what. I definitely am just doing all this in one take, right back to back. It's getting hot, I'm losing clothes, whatever. Let's continue. So, for this video, I'm doing two categories. My top 10 of the decade, of the 2010s, favorite shows that are not anime, because anime has a huge advantage, let's be honest. And then I'm doing my top 10 movies. Except for I'm starting with the movies. So let's go. Top 10 movies. Number 10. Now, just a little weird one. I saw it recently. It came out in 2016. Not necessarily English because it's not. It is Always Be My Maybe. Yeah, Netflix had another one, but there's a Filipino one. In 2016, there was a Filipino movie called Always Be My Maybe. I loved it. It was great. But that's about it. I don't watch that many movies, honestly. But this one I really loved. It was something sweet about it. Number 9. I feel like a lot of people will agree with this one. Maybe probably put it further up on the list. But it is Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse. This was a cool movie. I watched it a few times actually. And people say it's probably the best Spider-Man movie. I agree. I mean, just maybe it's animation, and obviously maybe I like animation more than other things, so maybe it's cheating. But super cool Spider-Man movie. I know it's on Netflix now, I'm pretty sure. But yeah, Spider-Man was already one of my favorite. I don't care about Superman. Spider-Man was one of my favorite superheroes, anyways. But yeah, definitely a watch. Number 8. Oh, look, I love rom-com anime. If you watch my top 100 anime, and if you look at that list, you'll probably see most of them are rom-com. A Netflix movie to all the boys I loved before. One, I just really like the main actress. She's adorable. She's cool. She's in another show I really like, which is also on another list I'll get to in a bit. But it's just a sweet movie, and they're coming out with a second one. I really like it. Number 7 is Zombieland 2. Mainly because I couldn't put Zombieland, but I felt like it was on par with the first one. For a sequel, it was great. But yeah, I really enjoyed it. It was fun, funny. One of the parts I thought would annoy me most, the Valley girl speaking chick. Zoe Deschanel, is that? No, that's not her name. Fuck, what's her name? Who's the actress that plays that dumb girl? Anyways, I thought she would annoy me, she didn't. Number 6. Scott Pilgrim vs. the World. Came out in 2010. Man, this movie has everything almost I would want. It's not a horror movie, which is my favorite genre. But Scott Pilgrim vs. the World. Video games, music, a lot of Nintendo references. I don't know, Ramona, for some reason I'm super attracted to. And then Knives I'm super attracted to. It had good girls. And like the whole dye, I think this is where it comes in, where I really like girls with dyed hair. I don't know why, but only if it's blue or purple, and only if it's done really well, and it looks good. But Scott Pilgrim vs. the World, this is something I feel like people just have forgotten about. It's a treasure. Number 5 is A Silent Voice. Yes, an anime movie. Still a movie. I didn't include any anime movies in my top 100 anime because of this list. But yeah, Silent Voice. I went and saw it in theaters, and it caught me completely off guard. I didn't know what it was, but it was an anime movie. I was like, I'm going to go watch it, and I loved it. Loved it so much. I even bought a box set of the manga, which is also on another list for what I read. Okay, number 4, Train to Busan. This was the first time I went and hung out with my current friend. We woke up one morning after a long night of having fun, and we just watched Train to Busan. It's a Korean movie. It's a zombie movie. It is freaking awesome. If you have not watched Train to Busan and you love zombies, I don't know what you've been doing. Maybe you're not a true zombie fan. Train to Busan is emotional. It has good characters that you come to love, even though you start off hating them, and then some you still just hate the whole time because that's what you do. Number 3. Number 3 is fucking stupid. Okay. Honestly, I love horror. I love. But what I didn't realize I loved is musicals. I'm also not crazy about Christmas. So the reason this one's on my list completely confuses me. It's Anna and the Apocalypse. It's a zombie Christmas musical, and I love it. Maybe the music's catchy. I just wanted to watch it. I ended up buying it, and I watched it 3 days in a row. And I still regularly rewatch it. It's not terribly long. I don't know why I like it so much. It's ridiculous, but I had to put it at number 3. Just because of how much I've rewatched it. I rewatched it a few days ago. I can't help it. Number 2 is both the Wolverine and Logan. I like the Wolverine a little better than Logan, but Logan is still just wonderful, heart-touching, all that. These movies are great. Wolverine is my favorite superhero of all time. And in the Wolverine, he goes to Japan. And like the whole X-Men thing is kind of just a mess. But the Wolverine, he's just awesome. Logan was a nice end to the Wolverine, and you get his daughter, which is also super badass. And I hope they come out with another movie just for her and leading someone. I don't know. I have a whole lot of theories about this one about what would be cool to do with her. But I mean, growing up, I don't know if I'm gonna watch a movie about a little kid going around kicking ass. You know, that could be cool. Now, number 1 movie of the decade is actually 2 movies because it's Sinister 1 and 2. And 2 is a direct sequel, unlike a lot of horror movies. Man, this one is creepy. It's just creepy. One, because little kids are creepy. And they have a little girl that ends up killing their family in the first one, and little girls are fucking creepy. I don't like it, especially the little white redhead girl. Nope. Hell no. And then the second one was fun because it starts the deputy of the first one. You know, kind of lovable, nervous guy, but he continues. And what I love about this is I went and saw the second one with a group of friends one day. And, like, I made them watch the first one. But a lot of the friends hadn't. I was like, while we're in the movie theater, I'm like, should we have went and watched the first one again for all the other people? He's like, nah, they're not connected. And then, right away, it pops up and it's the deputy. And I was like, you fucker. I was like, I told you. We should. It didn't matter. But yeah, this movie, I watched both these movies. I watch a lot with my brothers. My brothers and I, we love horror movies. But this is something we watch together a lot. But those are my top 10 movies of the decade. Let's move on to my top 10 non-anime shows. Let's start with Riverdale. Number 10 is Riverdale. Based off the Archie comics. The main thing I love about this show is I'm pretty good at predicting what's going to happen. This show is really good at keeping me from doing that. Now, the latest couple seasons haven't been that spectacular. The first one was great. I loved it. I fell in love with it. Whatever. But yeah, Riverdale. It was interesting. I've read some of the Archie comics. I watched some of the cartoon as a kid. So yeah, Riverdale was a nice, I mean, they're not adults, but I'm an adult, take on the Archie world. Number 9 is Alex Incorporated, whatever. It was a new show from Zach Braff because I love Scrubs, but it's not in this decade. But Scrubs is amazing. Zach Braff is amazing. This show was adorable. Like, it's just him, his wife, 2 little kids. He's starting his own company, and then he gets canceled. Also, Tia Carr is absolutely beautiful. Man, she is. But anyway, I mean, beautiful people don't necessarily make a show here. I really like this show. I don't understand why more people didn't. I don't know. Number 8, Daily Classic. Remember when I mentioned the main actress from To All the Boys I Love Boy? She is in this show too, and she fucking kicks ass. She is awesome in this. And this whole show is just cool too. It was a sci-fi show about an assassination school, blah blah blah, whatever. It was really cool. It also got canceled after only 1 season. Apparently I only like stuff that only I like and the other people don't like it. But I knew that. Whatever. Number 7 is Dragon Prince. I did a video on this earlier, so it's probably obvious. From some of the same people as Avatar: The Last Airbender. Yeah, you don't need me to talk about this any more than I have. I made like a 25-minute video on just this season 3 of this show. So yeah, let's move on. Legend of Korra, of course, it comes on too. Started watching this around the beginning of when I started college. You know, cool spin-off sequel series to Avatar: The Last Airbender. This, I predicted perfectly. The very ending of it, I was like, I knew it. Knew it! Anyways, going on. Rick and Morty. Enough said. Rick and Morty is hilarious. Rick is just... You can't hate him, even though he's kind of an asshole. Rick, and then Morty's just a little dirt, whatever. But Dan Harmon, he really created a treasure with the show. I mean, a lot of people love it. Number 4 is The 100. Man, this show is brutal. I was hesitant to watch it first because it's about a lot of teens. I was like, I don't care about teen drama bullshit. But it's an apocalyptic world, which I love. I love apocalyptic stuff. 100 teens sitting down on Earth. It's pretty brutal. And one of the coolest things, though, is, one, they don't hold back on death for anyone. There's a whole lot of people dying. But you get to see characters grow. And then also, apparently, looking into it, a lot of the big events and whatever that happen are based off of real historical events. So that's a cool little hidden thing in there. Number 3 is New Girl. I love sitcoms. My favorite show of all time, or what was number 1 of all time, was How I Met Your Mother. New Girl was my replacement sitcom. Once I finished that for like the 5th time, eventually started watching this. I loved it too. I mean, it's over now. Whatever. Number 2. What was my number 1 show of all time before I watched How I Met Your Mother, or before I got obsessed with it, was The Walking Dead. And then, of course, the spin-off Fear of Walking Dead, which was also great until these past couple seasons. Walking Dead, I just freaking love zombies, dude. Zombies are what's up. I don't know why. I remember going all the way back to, like, watching Scooby-Doo on Zombie Island or whatever. I love zombies. The first, I think, zombie movie I ever watched was Land of the Dead, and it's great. Walking Dead, I feel like everyone knows about Walking Dead. But then, my number 1 show of all time and of this decade, and I don't know how anything else will ever beat it, it's The Magicians. If you've seen any of my other videos, I've talked about The Magicians before. The Magicians is amazing. One, it's just, the story is phenomenal. The social context and what they do with it is not blatantly obvious, but it's there, and like, it shouldn't be obvious. It doesn't need to be obvious. But I have so many theories about the show. You've heard me talk about it before. If I had a dream, I would just find people who also watch Magicians and just make a daily podcast out of it, because I could talk about Magicians, my theory of what happens in it, what I think's going to happen in it, what should happen in it. I also read in the books, because I have all these books. I have them right here, actually. And it's awesome. Magicians is my favorite show of the decade, of all time. I don't know how anything can beat it. But, what do you think? What have you watched, movies, show-wise? Did you agree with anything on my list? I'm the AC. This is my second from last video of the awards week. Thank you for watching again. Bye.